What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dante back again with another video. We out here in Tampa, Florida. We are celebrating Black History Month. And the celebration of Black History started back in 1926 by Carter G. Woodson. It was originally just a week. The dates coincided with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and also the birthday of Frederick Douglass. It became a month-long holiday in 1976. So that's something that we all celebrate today. But as of recently, there's been a concerted effort to remove, revise, and restrict certain educational materials, certain exhibits in regards to Black history, and particularly the history of slavery and systemic racism in this country. I just wanted to go hit the streets today, get the pulse, get the opinions of the people in the streets and see how they felt about that. See what we can do as far as changing some of the negative issues that take place within our community. So let's go. So there's been a concerted effort recently in multiple states across the country to restrict, revise, or remove educational materials related to Black history, and particularly the history of slavery and systemic racism. And recently in Philly, the judge overturned a ruling by the administration to remove 34 educational panels from a park. And also there was an exhibit detailing 9 people who were enslaved by George Washington. Just wanted to see what your thoughts on that was and how do you feel about it?
Well, I grew up in Chicago, and I went to school in the 60s and the 70s, and I experienced Black history in the classroom. You know, it was part of our education, man, throughout grammar school, throughout high school. And we learned so much about our histories. Even though they had movies out like Roots and other slave-type embodied movies that's out that educated us. And then we had parents, man, and our ancestors that educated us on what's going on. Yep. I think today, man, they didn't politicize a lot of this thing, notion. I'm from the Midwest. I'm here visiting down here in Florida, and I know this is a red state. I hear that you had a government, your governor, who was, trying to remove books and education and Black history out of the schools, this and that. I'm kind of pissed about that. You know, I don't know why they trying to hide. I think mostly what they're trying to do is hide it from our young people, man, and not give them an experience to witness or understand what we had went through back in slavery and things of that nature.
Everything that you spoke on, like, we need that education on, like, not just what they're teaching us in schools. It's like knowing who you are, because, you have a lineage. So if you don't know your lineage, I feel that you're blinded under a veil, and you're only receiving what they give you.
I feel like they just trying to keep our culture away from the kids, our kids, because I got kids and I want my kids to know about what that my grandma and my great-great-grandma and my grands done been through. But they don't want us to know that because they feel like, it's going to keep that division in between the blacks and the whites. If they felt like that, slavery would have never started from the beginning. Now y'all don't want the blacks to have the upper power of knowing what y'all done did to us so that we're not even trying to retaliate. That's the whole issue. Y'all feel like blacks want to retaliate because of what we done been through when we just want to know what we done been through. We just want to know how y'all looking at us, because even still to this day, white people still look at us blacks the same way that they looked at us back then. Ain't nothing changed. Y'all just wanted to change on our behalf so it could change our perspective of y'all, and that's not right.
It will bring light and clarity into America's past. And if we don't learn about the past, we doomed to repeat that same past. Everyone should know American history. Black history is American history. So If the kids learn it and it's taught in a way that the kids can understand, we're not trying to force you to have a negative viewpoint of America. We're just trying to teach you what America started out and how we have progressed and we continue to progress and need to progress.
The reason that they providing for doing so, they say that it can be divisive. Do you agree with that?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's strange, you know. I was at a mall and back home maybe about a month ago, and I was talking to a young lady, man, probably had to be somewhere early 20s, maybe about no more than 23, 24. And it was a crying shame. She had no idea of anything about slavery. It was a shame. She even admit that she didn't even know how, you know, even if it exists. So for me, man, I got grandkids and I try to educate them and have those kind of talks and, you know, and keep them fresh in the mind, because we don't know what they're going to do today, man. They take these out of schools and this and that. Where else they're going to learn it if they don't get it from us?
Every day you're gonna be out and you're gonna experience that. I'm a black male, you know? So yeah, I run across racism and all that, but I'm not racist. I love all.
No, it's definitely a big issue. I live in Apollo Beach, Florida. My neighbors are racist. They feel entitled, and I don't like that.
When we call each other out within our community for some of the negative aspects of it, how do you feel about people not being as receptive to it? Like when you call out some of the negative things within our community, sometimes they'll call you an Uncle Tom or a coon, this, that, and the third. Like, do you feel like we should be more receptive to being called out on certain things that are just hurting our community in itself? What's the solution? And how can we have these conversations in a positive way where people are more receptive to it?
I feel like if you have certain intelligence and you know the truth, then you won't be offended by that because you know the truth.
Well, I think it starts at home first. Like I say, having conversation. We don't even do dinner table talk no more. Have a conversation within the home first and prepare our kids and get them ready for when they are out here in the community or come face to face to these naysayers or whatever, or those who agree or disagree. They'll be armed with information to know what to say and what not to say.
I say it every day. I hate how the black people killing the black people. That's what they want anyways from the jump. If we learn how to talk with each other, then we won't have to worry about the black people killing the black people. I mean, we don't need to kill the white people either, but I mean, that same energy we have towards each other should be going towards them in a better cause. If we all come together, they can't stand against us. They know they can't stand against us. That's why they want to take it away from us.
I think it should be you should talk to people instead of talking at them. Talk to young people, be a positive role model, be a mentor. In our communities, we glorify the wrong type of people. A lot of the wounds are self-inflicted, even though we have a curve. America always, Caucasians have had a 100-yard head start. Just think about our people. When we came to America, we were stripped of our language, our culture, our mathematics. We were stripped of everything, yet we overcame. We educated ourselves. We still educating ourselves. So it's a process. And we need to continue to raise up young people to let them know you can be anything you want to be, just don't be something that you don't need to be.
You know, sometimes stereotypes are earned, they're not given. So it's important for us not to play into the stereotypes and continue to perpetuate some of the negative things that we continue to be influenced by. So I feel like if we can have these healthy conversations and people can receive them without just taking the emotions out of it, looking at it from a more logical perspective, I think we can have the conversation and we can kind of push the culture forward in a way.
Absolutely. D. Weathers, man, Racine, Wisconsin, by the way of Chicago.
I'm Don Richie on Facebook. I'm Don Richie on Instagram.
Clarence Bostic, a product of West Tampa, Florida.
All right, so that was a good conversation to have. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get everyone to answer on camera, and I got some really good answers off camera, but it's all good. The people that did respond and answer on camera. I think their answers were very concise, and it's a conversation that we definitely need to have within our community. Hopefully this can spark a conversation and people will be more receptive to the constructive criticism that we need to have, because we can't continue to allow the culture to digress. We gotta at least speak out on certain things, and hopefully people will be more receptive to it. But I appreciate y'all once again. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all continue to like and share the videos. And again, once again, man, I appreciate all the support. Happy Black History Month. Actually, happy Black History Year. We celebrate all year. All right, till next time. Peace.